Afternoon, one and all. I'm Anthony Hudson. We're coming to you from the MCG. Today we bring you a practice match between Fremantle and Sydney. It's pre-season footy and our first opportunity to take a look at some of the new players on these sides and to get our first tentative guide on what the season ahead may bring. And out they come, led by their skipper. Daniel Harford joins me. Who's your pick today, Harf?
Thanks, Hutto. I'm going with the Swans. It's a toss of the coin, really, but I like what I've seen of them recently, and I think they have the weapons to overcome their more fancied opponents.
Thanks for those thoughts, Harf. The umpire and the two captains are ready for the toss.
Adam Goodes is, of course, renowned as one of the all-time greats. Good enough to win a Brownlow as a ruckman in 2003, and then again as a midfielder in 2006. One of his best ever performances came as a forward in the Swans Round 19 2008 match against Fremantle at the SCG, when he helped orchestrate a come-from-behind win with a career-best 8 goals, dragging the Swans back from 14 points down late with a pair of clutch goals before Barry Hall put them in front with 2.5 minutes remaining. They would hold on to win by 4 points en route to a 6th consecutive finals berth. The final scores 17-10, 112 to 15-18, 108.
The rucks staring each other down. The big men fly. Sarong somehow released the ball. Heaney, there can be no complaints about that free kick. Short pass looks good. Heaney can run, and that's a great hand pass. They've bottled it up. 2 runs, please. Jackson wins it. Sarong, Bolton, Grundy accepted the invitation. Roberts stripped of it. The Dockers on the ball now. Sarong, Reed working hard and presenting well. Tracy is the man on the spot and he's marked. Jackson, that's a big play.
Someone went to sleep defensively, and I suspect the price will be 6 points.
This would be a great start, but it's gone wide.
I'll back him in to make amends for that if he gets a chance. Unusual to see him miss from there.
Mills tasked with the kick in. Amati can keep it moving. Tidy ball. Roberts, that's good work rate. Clever kick. Wicks in the clear. What's he got on offer? Doesn't often waste it. Brayshaw might go for a run. Reed appreciates that delivery. Pokes it into the pocket, punched away. Tracy, not on my watch, he says. Amos, he's been dispossessed. Good thinking and good execution too. Probing ball. McVee with the big fist. Jackson, got to get it on quickly. He didn't break stride. Kicks inside the forward 50. Blakey, ever reliable. The non-preferred lets him down.
Hounded into the mistake. Space is hard to come by.
McCartan is there to save the day. Searching kick. Mills on a lead. The Dockers forcing them out wide. Warner on centre wing is marked. Jordan, this is good footy. They could be in front in a minute. Curnow has it within range. Long ball in. Ryan got a fist in. Roberts attracted a crowd. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly. Jackson got his palm to it. Brayshaw, he picked his pocket. Has he got enough on it? The Dockers wriggle off the hook. Good kick. Johnson had his name written all over it. Switkowski has got loose. They'll bide their time. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Jordan, Roberts, this is promising. Wants to take the game on. A second bounce. Heaney swoops and kicks a goal.
He might just be in for a big day.
The Swans on the board early. Grundy smashes it out of there. McInerney, Roberts. That's commitment to the cause. He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle. Jackson gets his hand to it. Who's at home? Tracy demanded the footy and got it.
If he can nail this first shot at goal, he might just be in for a big day.
Drop punt looks good. He's got it.
That will do his confidence the world of good to start like that.
The Dockers have opened their account. Grundy gets his hand to it. Warner, that sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. Cox doing what he does best. Roses, he'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that. And we will do it all again. Grundy wins the tap. Heaney, Curnow gets to the drop, and they'll get the goal in the end.
Are we going to see lead change number 4?
No problems there.
He had the opportunity to put them in front. That's exactly what he's done. Lovely finish.
Goal for goal early. Grundy wins the tap. McInerney, Heaney. Just shoveled it out. They've worked it well. Chapman in heavy traffic. They have absolutely spifflicated him. No way through there, and they'll reset. Jackson with a deft tap. Bolton met solidly. What can they muster from the back half? That's a useful ball. McVie has found some space. He's generally a good kick. Well played. They need a mark. Defence 101 there. Brayshaw. Critical contest coming up. Tracy is the beneficiary of some unselfish play and should convert.
He could put the finishing touch on a fine passage of play.
He shouldn't have any trouble, and he doesn't.
They keep moving the ball quickly. There'll be plenty more where that came from.
We've had 5 lead changes now. Grundy, the winner there. How will the umpire see this? If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. Good ruck work. Warner, that hand pass was telegraphed. Brayshaw, Jackson. It's a tough game. Gets his kick despite the heat. In no man's land, the Dockers have denied them the corridor. Bolton takes an excellent grab. Quality delivery by foot. He's made a bright start. Unable to complete the mark. You can't question his commitment. It's there!
It doesn't matter who you are. It's always good to get an early one on the board.
The Dockers having a good patch. The big men fly. Warner, Heaney, McInerney. They've put themselves under pressure. Erasmus, Jackson with a chance to run. Takes the logical option. Brayshaw heads in towards goal. And the kick is true. Great play.
He's got a couple now and he's making the most of his opportunities.
The Dockers are playing with confidence and flair early. Jackson palms it down. Brayshaw taken to ground. No one able to clear the footy, so we'll have another ball up. Grundy wins the tap. Heaney, Warner honours the lead. What's he got on offer? Crosses the paint. He needed a cleaner pair of hands. You asked for it, you got it. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. Grundy with a deft tap. Warner, they really need this, and he delivers.
Well, he saw the opening and put it away. Makes a real difference if you can consistently take those kinds of opportunities.
It's an understatement to say they needed that one. Grundy wins the hit out. McInerney, Heaney. Can he find a teammate? Chapman is calm in a crisis.
One of the easier decisions the umpires will need to make today.
Brayshaw makes position. That's skillful. The kick was centimetre perfect. Handball off was good. Picking their way through. Seizes the moment.
Neat little worm burner.
Feeling the heat.
It's not a fair fight.
Great tackling technique there. Jackson with a deft tap. Bolton.
I felt that one from here.
The umpire will have it. Jackson wins the tap. Bolton. Erasmus. The Dockers showing some good signs early. Cox. Amos. This should be a goal. No problem.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
The Dockers making all the running early. Jackson slaps it out. Bolton puts his teammate under the pump. Cox. Can he hit a target? Blakey clears the area. McCartan.
Punched that like he meant it.
Grundy. Terrific tackle.
They're tackling with great intent.
Grundy with a deft tap. Warner. It's a hot footy. We'll have another ball up. Jackson smashes it out of there. He's caught.
It's been a fast-paced game of footy, both sides looking capable of scoring quickly.
The two big men do battle. Warner, Grundy. Was that a legal disposal? Roberts, Heaney, McInerney.
Pushing and paid.
They've got them on the overlap. Pearce tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Gets the kick away. Edwards makes good contact. He's still found a way. McDonald, he's lost possession. They've given it back. Heaney, he can hurt them again, and he does.
He's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
It's only early, I know, but that was a much-needed goal to establish a foothold in this match. McInerney at close quarters. Crunching tackle. That's holding the footy.
He's not happy, but the call's correct.
Frederick, good handball. Jackson in the right spot. Cox, he hasn't kicked it very well. Rampy watched it off the boot. His field kicking is normally first rate. Grundy in the clear. Tidy ball. He's hit up the lead. Clever kick. Frederick spoils. Can he impose himself on the match? Rampy showing why he's such a good defender. The Swans might be about to start something. Frederick,
He'll feel that one.
they asked the question, but the umpire will have it. Grundy got his palm to it. Heaney leading from the front. Bice.
Stoppage coming up on the wing.
Jackson,
The winner there.
that's a bruising tackle.
If one side can get on top in the clearances here, it'll go a long way towards deciding this match.
Grundy wins it. Rowbottom stripped of the footy. Jackson, Bolton hacking it forward. Switkowski on a lead. Frederick, not his best. One behind only.
Seemed like the defenders got a bit lost there and they were lucky not to give up a goal.
Blakey to bring it back in. Wicks can keep it moving. Good looking kick. Dudley went bang. Clean pickup. Solid tackle.
He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing.
Jackson with the tap. Bolton. Great body work.
They've hit the ground running and a goal here will give them a handy break.
He's kicked it like an arrow.
Too early to panic, but they might think about making a couple of changes before a bad start becomes worse.
They've got 10 between them, and we're not yet at quarter time. The big men fly. Just shoveled it out. Wagner. Sarong. He's been accosted. Jackson reads the play so well. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Grundy wins the tap. Rowbottom throws it on the boot. Jordan.
They are hunting the ball carrier.
Not a lot of flow in this game, but that's a testament to the pressure both sides are applying. Grundy punches it out of the ruck. Heaney, the midfield battle's so important.
The lift door's closed on him, and he's gone.
It's a bad feeling when you know you've been done cold.
McVie works hard to present. Frederick is in the clear and marks uncontested. Tracy gets on the end of it. That's great footy.
Someone went to sleep defensively, and I suspect the price will be 6 points.
Two already today. Can he make it 3? You bet he can.
He managed to find some space, and he was never going to have a problem converting from there.
The Swans are on the back foot early. The big men fly. Sarong, Bolton, onto it in a flash. Johnson, who's at home? Tracy! Too big, too strong, too good.
He continues to reel in contested marks, and it's not just physical strength. He judges the ball in flight so well.
He's normally dependable, and he is this time.
The Swans are on the ropes. They need a spark before this one gets away from them.
The Swans are in danger of being run over. Grundy with the tap. They have a good understanding, those two. That's a give up. He's under close attention. They've bottled it up.
Please clear out, thank you.
Cox gets his hand to it. Sarong. Reed leading by example. The Dockers are playing some great footy. Amos, he's taken a beauty.
I'm going to make a big call here. It's only early, and the scoreboard's not out of hand yet, but this has got some hallmarks of a smasher.
Amos, you know what's coming. He punches it through, and they are flying.
He's got 2, and he looks in the mood to tear this one apart.
The Dockers have come with a rush, and they might be unassailable soon. Sarong, it's no place for the faint-hearted.
He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle.
Cox palms it down. Bolton.
He was tackled high and will take a free kick. What's he got on offer?
They're playing with purpose and poise. McVie, dangerous to leave on his own. Warner, that's a quality hand pass. Amos, Sarong, the Swans are chasing tail. Mills is worth his weight in gold.
Neat little worm burner.
Sarong pushes into space and receives the footy. Searching kick. Sheldrick has got loose. They need a goal, but it's at the wrong end.
Dudley, we've seen that before.
Comes free in the tackle. Sarong, who's got the wheels? You have to be tough to play this game. The umpire whistles for a ball up. Grundy wins it down. Rowbottom, Bice. They've put themselves under pressure. Johnson, Wagner. They have absolutely spifflicated him. We've got another stoppage. Grundy showing his skills. Rowbottom couldn't burst through. Good tackle. He's besieged.
Both midfields are going to earn their money today.
The Swans simply have to find a way to get the ball inside 50 more often here.
Rowbottom on the same page as his ruck. Clark.
That's confidence for you, not going with the spoil. They've found the magic formula.
The kick is precise. Wagner working hard and presenting well. Clark. Through the centre square he goes. Pearce. Johnson receives a clever hand pass. Voss. That could be a goal-saving tackle. The Dockers
Look like scoring every time they go forward.
The two big men do battle. Rowbottom attracted a crowd. No free kick and they've got a stoppage in a dangerous position. Grundy punches it out of the ruck. Rowbottom, they'll need to limit his influence. Sarong. You can't question his commitment. They desperately need a goal. Quality delivery by foot. Shaves the grass with that one. Honours the lead. What's he got on offer? Picking their way through. Punched away.
And a moment for the players to catch their breath.
The Swans are not getting their hands on the ball anywhere near enough, so they need to turn that around if they're going to go on to win.
Rucks go at it. Bolton. Cox. This spells trouble. Sarong. Can he inspire his team? You bet he can.
Did they ever need that? Now to rest back the momentum.
Can they follow that goal up with another? Cox slaps it out. Warner gets the kick away. Centre square, loose ball. Edwards absorbs the pressure. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Cox wins it down. Bolton, he won't be happy with that one. Reed drives it inside the forward 50. Blakey had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. It must be his birthday. What a first term they're having. Defence 101 there. Tracy throws it on the boot, and that's a goal.
How good was that finish under pressure? He's such a classy player.
The Dockers are showing why they were well back to win this match. The big men fly. Reed, Warner in the right spot at the right time. The umpire will have it. Cox palms it down. Bolton, Reed takes the logical option. Wagner, Wicks with a clumsy tackle has conceded a free kick. Dudley, will he look for a target or go himself? Johnson has worked hard to present.
It's all just a bit easy at the moment. They're getting the ball inside 50 under not nearly enough pressure.
Finishing hasn't always been his forte, but there is nothing wrong with that.
It doesn't matter who you are, it's always good to get an early one on the board.
The Swans are on the precipice. They desperately need to ignite. Cox gets his hand to it. Brayshaw. No prior, and we'll have a ball up. Good ruck work. Farms it out. Rowbottom desperate to win it back. Bice. Jordan. For a much-needed goal. No, he slammed it into the post.
A fine passage of play, didn't get the finish it deserved.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Warner with a chance to relieve the pressure. You can see their confidence growing. Can't take it. Reed. Clark. He's lost it. Couldn't get an effective disposal. Desperate defence. They're tackling with venom today. Cox palms it down. Just shoveled it out. Erasmus. Not his finest moment. Tidy ball. Jordan had his name written all over it.
Nothing better than to convert a big contested mark into a goal.
big chance here. They need it, but he's missed.
It didn't look good off the boot, and he'll be disappointed having taken a great mark.
Back into play. Wagner.
He'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that.
The umpire circles and decides to ball it up. Can they create a shot on goal from this stoppage? Cox showing his skills. Jordan to no one in particular. You asked for it, you got it. Rinse and repeat. Cox smashes it out of there. Throws it on the boot. Wicks makes good contact. Reed. Gee, they're playing well. The Dockers can smell blood. Wagner in the clear on centre wing. Can he impose himself on the match? Voss looms large as usual. Golden opportunity here.
There's some pretty ordinary defending going on out there at the moment.
This will be a close thing, but close enough isn't good enough.
They've been kicking well at goal, but that's a real missed opportunity and lets down some good play upfield.
Blakey brings it back in. Wasn't a great kick. They've turned it over. He's put it through.
These defenders are going to have to tighten up. They've been giving them way too much space.
The Dockers are playing supreme footy at the moment. Can they keep it going? Sarong. Cox closed him down.
If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken.
That was a brilliant tackle. Oh, they're hitting in hard. Reed.
The team physios will be working overtime.
The pressure is intense. We'll have yet another stoppage. Cox got his palm to it.
Like Batman and Robin.
Mills wins it back. Great mark. That's skillful. Who's front and centre? McVie. Cox. They're playing for keeps. Squeezes the kick. In no man's land. He's so clean with the footy. Jordan working hard and being rewarded. The Swans need to make inroads soon. Warner ensures that 4-8 will come to nothing. Can he hit a target? McVie. Short pass looks good. Ryan doesn't often waste it. Switkowski presents in space. They've got winners all over the park. Frederick.
He's drawn a crowd. No way through there, and they'll reset.
Cox wins it down. Sarong.
Neither side able to clear the footy.
Punch clear. That's a bruising tackle. Warner. Can he be the fire starter? Ryan clears the area. McDonald.
Not the required journey.
Stripped of it. Out of the congestion. Sarong. Brayshaw. He ran into a brick wall.
He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing.
Cox gets his hand to it. Sarong. Rowbottom. In the centre square. Roberts. Knew where the help was. Warner looking to peg one back. McCartan.
That's commitment to the cause. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly.
Cox slaps it out. Bolton. Ryan. Caught. Dropped it like a hot potato. It's there!
That's a bit of a freebie. You can't afford to turn the ball over like that.
The Dockers by 37. The big men fly. Warner competing fiercely. Roberts. That's good work rate. What's he got on offer? Delivers a long ball. Ryan making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. McInerney within range. Can make them pay. Searching kick. Cox tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Warner.
And finally over the line.
They've got an opportunity here to get the ball down the other end quickly.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Cox works hard to present, picking their way through. Got the handball away. Reed, Sarong, the Dockers under great pressure.
He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle.
Rucks go at it. They've got good chemistry, those two. Scrounges a kick. It's loose inside the 50. It's a tough game.
He seemed completely unaware of the company he had.
He tried to do too much, not for the first time.
Honours the lead. Daring run out of defence. They're moving the footy well here. Can he find a teammate? Edwards.
We've seen that before.
Amos runs onto it. Amati
Takes an excellent grab.
Slick hands. Rampy kicks to space. Amos spoils. Cox. The Swans have won it back. Roses just had to get it out. Mills. McCartan steadies. Drop punt. Goal!
That's a great way to open your account. His confidence will be sky high.
The Swans have given themselves a glimmer of hope. Cox wins it out of the centre. Feeling the heat. Gets the kick away. Ryan, was that a throw? Going for territory. Dangerous spot for a loose ball. Sheldrick.
That's a missed opportunity.
Missed the target by a long way.
They're playing with purpose and poise. Good work rate. He's made a hot start to this match. Amos uses the body well. What's he got on offer? What a first term they're having. Reed outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. They're all over them early.
Taking no chances there.
That's smart play, really. There's no point taking unnecessary risks.
The Swans
Aren't playing their best, but that margin could have been even bigger.
Some indirect ball movement here. Edwards can keep it moving. Normally delivers. Ryan with the intercept mark. The defence has fallen down. Bice. Good kick. Johnson got a fist in. Sarong. Warner does well under pressure. That's a bit of a waste. Kicks inside the forward 50. Johnson is the man on the spot and he's marked.
He's batting at 100% so far.
Pins the ears back, winds up and drives it right through the middle.
He might ask for more time forward after that.
It's not over yet, but it might be soon. McCartan wins it down. McInerney, Sheldrick, Warner absorbs the pressure. That's not clever at all. He's run into trouble. Out wide with the kick. Foot race on the wing. Wicks. They've got to get a wriggle on. Jordan only knows one way. Lloyd. The Dockers have been all over them so far. They've certainly thrown down the gauntlet. Time for a break.
Gary's with us again. What's on your mind, Gaz?
The Swans are being beaten around the ball, but at least they're making the most of their opportunities.
Jackson showing his skills. Brayshaw. A quick getaway wasn't possible. The umpire whistles for a ball up. Jackson is teaching him a lesson. Brayshaw. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. Lloyd working hard and presenting well. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. Pearce, time and again, he gets to the right place. The Swans have been out of sorts. Anyone's ball. That's a legal disposal, isn't it? Jackson wins it back. Dudley appreciates that delivery. Frederick. Tracy.
Runs to point-blank range and puts it away.
Who'd want to be a defender when the ball's coming down with such regularity?
The Dockers with the first of the second term. McCartan wins it. Warner leading from the front. McInerney met solidly. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. McCartan showing his skills. Warner trying to find a path. McInerney. This is great pressure footy. Jordan. McCartan pokes it into the pocket. Sarong drops into the hole and marks.
Already got one today.
For a much-needed goal, no. He slammed it into the post.
Gee, he'd be disappointed with that, but he'll back himself to make amends if he gets a chance.
Ryan to bring it in. Chapman pushes into space and receives the footy. The Dockers have winners everywhere.
Neat little worm burner.
Sarong on a lead. The Swans are chasing tail. Frederick, this is good ball movement. Amos, Jackson, Voss was committed to the contest. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. Jackson,
He's worth his weight in gold.
Brayshaw, Wagner attracted a crowd. Dudley gets on the end of it. That's great footy. Probing ball. Jackson has bobbed up. In he goes.
It's all just a bit easy at the moment. They're getting the ball inside 50 under, not nearly enough pressure.
Through it goes.
The Swans have got to find a way to put the clamps on. They're too easy to score against at the minute.
We didn't expect this today, and you wonder how much bigger the margin might get.
McCartan slaps it out.
I felt that one from here.
And we will do it all again. McCartan wins it. Good ruck work and good roving too.
His hand passing is a weapon.
Sarong.
Can they beat them back to goal?
Chapman leads his opponent. Cox takes the hand pass. The kick was centimetre perfect. Well played. They're irrepressible at the moment. Keen to get the ball moving. Doesn't often waste it. Frederick marks on centre wing. It's a dominant display. Bolton, strong grab. Lays it off. Frederick, the defence is disorganised. Voss takes a beauty.
They're happy if he can halve the contest and bring the Crummers into play, but those hands are looking sticky.
In towards goal. He's made the goal umpire work, but he's got it.
No doubt it's hard to stop a team when their ball movement's as good as this. But the most troubling thing is, it's been allowed to be good.
The Swans need to pull their finger out. They've been poor. Cox has had his measure today. Brayshaw, Sarong, Reed, Frederick, dangerous to leave on his own. Looking to get it down there quickly. Good disciplined defence.
He's been accosted. He had no interest in taking any chances.
Mills with the footy. Lloyd has charged into space. They need a goal, but it's at the wrong end. Bice makes position. Tidy ball. They've opened them up here. What's he got on offer? Searching kick. Rosas. This is a big opportunity. Not wanting to bomb to a contest. Papley. No one's gone near him. And he could make them pay. Curnow gets to the front spot.
Some relief here perhaps for the fans watching their side get torn apart.
The assignment is simple, and he makes no mistake.
A contested mark and goal, exactly what the doctor ordered.
They've pulled one back, but they need plenty more where that came from. Cox,
It's a masterclass in ruck work.
Reed, that's careless. Out of the congestion. Bolton, he's everywhere at the moment. Who's front and centre? Switkowski.
Important tackle. He was just about through otherwise.
No free kick, and they've got a stoppage in a dangerous position. Cox is giving him a bath. Bolton. Reed. It's there!
Normal service has resumed.
The Swans will be burning the tape of this match. Cox showing his skills. Erasmus under pressure. Whatever he's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. He might have thought about hand passing. Amos.
That is going very close, not close enough.
I'll back him in to make amends for that if he gets a chance. Unusual to see him miss from there.
The Swans
Have been embarrassed today.
That's well played. Good kick. Honours the lead. Lowers the eyes. Rampy works hard to present. He doesn't waste many. McInerney can keep it moving. Sheldrick in the clear. They desperately need a goal. You can't afford to do that too often. The Dockers are playing some great footy. Cox desperate to win it back. Erasmus marks. Will he go the bomb? Frederick presents in space.
These forwards and midfielders have great connections. No wonder at all they're scoring so freely.
He hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. He has now.
It's got ugly, and there's every chance it'll get even ugly.
The Dockers with 2 on the bounce. Cox continues to have his way. Bolton. He's hit up the lead. Goes long. Malikan makes good contact. Desperate defence. Hasn't seen a lot of it. That could be a goal-saving tackle. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. The 2 big men do battle. Cox, Sarong running in support. Switkowski marks inside 50 and can have a shot.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
Looks good. He's steered it through.
He has produced a clinical finish there to cap off a terrific passage of play.
The Dockers look in the mood to dish out a real hiding here.
Same old, same old.
He's stopped in his tracks. Sheldrick wins it back. He'll be sore in the morning. You asked for it, you got it. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Cox could do this with his eyes closed. He just keeps racking up disposals. Switkowski, the Dockers, should score here. Mills somehow release the ball. Bolton.
He's rushed to behind for his own team.
Tracy. They've struggled to get it past the centre. Brayshaw, he can make them pay royally.
It's a big margin, and it should get at least 6 points bigger.
Brayshaw, he can hurt them again, and he does.
Would there be any danger of someone actually defending?
The Dockers are absolutely airborne at the moment. The big men fly. Warner. Finally, they go inside 50. It's a poor entry. A waste, really. Gee, they're playing well. He's generally a good kick. Manages to find a teammate. The Swans are chasing tail. Warner. Grundy. Sheldrick. He's been quiet. Rosas on centre wing is marked. Can anyone get to the drop zone? Clark thwarts them again. Takes the safe option. The Dockers having a great patch. Clever kick. Cox, a bit of a panicked handball. Brayshaw, they cannot keep him quiet. Lloyd with the big fist. Grundy, Warner. He's been busy so far. McVie says thank you very much. Switkowski has got loose. What's he got on offer? Good build-up. Advantage paid, and away they go. Intercepted, and they can launch from half-back. Well-weighted kick. Curnow has found some space. Lloyd thought his way through it. Sheldrick on a lead. He's had little impact so far. Defence 101 there. Chapman keeps it low. It's loose inside the 50. Heaney wins the race. Oh, it's a horrible blue. An absolute gift.
You turn the ball over there, you've got to expect to pay the price.
The Dockers by 69. Cox, just for something different. Brayshaw, he's copped some of his own medicine. The umpire says he had no prior. Grundy wins it. Heaney, Rowbottom, leading by example. Just shoveled it out. Wagner didn't need to be asked twice. Reed, he's so clean with the footy. No one can mark. Warner snares the loose ball. Malikan. They're tackling with venom today. Good ruck work. Warner. Heaney dealt with the pressure. Sarong normally delivers. The kick is precise. Jordan couldn't get a disposal. Amati. Warner tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Heaney. Lloyd in no man's land. Curnow. Can he hit a target? Amati throws it on the boot. That's wasteful. They're playing with purpose and poise. Wagner working hard and presenting well. Probing ball. Quality delivery by foot. They're toying with them now. Tracy lurking menacingly. He's lost possession. Rampy. And they're out of trouble. Bice with a chance to relieve the pressure. Can he find a teammate? The kick was centimetre perfect. Bice doesn't often waste it. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Heaney cops some unwanted attention. We've got a whistle. Umpire's ball. Grundy palms it down. Warner, Heaney, the Dockers guarding the corridor. Wagner gathers. Good-looking kick. Voss has a paddock in front of him. Switkowski, Reed. The fans will be happy to see this. He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle. Jackson, he's worth his weight in gold. Brayshaw, Wagner in the right spot. Reed, dangerous to leave on his own. Who's at home? The Swans have been caught napping. Not a good kick. In fact, it might be going out on the full. It is. Amati with a chance to run. Got a little time here. Sarong has charged into space. His field kicking is normally first rate. Jackson intercepts. That's a useful ball. Johnson has bobbed up. Great play. Sarong wins the contest hands down.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
Touch and go. Misses.
If they can keep running and taking the game on, there's no reason why they can't create lots of opportunities in front of goal.
The ball's been living at one end. Oh no, what's he doing? Golden opportunity here.
They just haven't had an answer for him, nor many of his teammates, to be fair.
Struck it well. No problems there.
The Dockers have already put this match under lock and key. Who would have thought that?
The Dockers, in this form, would challenge anybody. The big men fly. Heaney. The Swans have been out of sorts. That's not a good kick. Ignoring the corridor for now. He's caught. Lowers the eyes. That wasn't worthwhile. Attracted a crowd. Careful ball movement. Heaney has it. He's been a rare shining light for them today. He's just dropped the footy and the ump has no choice.
He tried to do too much, not for the first time.
The runner will be out in a minute. Hapley, that's good work rate. Searching kick. Pearce with a terrific mark deep in defence. Tidy ball. You can't question his commitment. He's besieged. No way through there, and they'll reset. Jackson.
It's been a mighty performance.
Bolton. Amati takes the hand pass. Punched away. This is great pressure footy.
Dudley getting involved. Taking out some frustration, possibly. He's drawn a crowd. It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that.
Punch clear. Bolton takes the logical option.
A few players stop, but advantage has been paid.
Malikan got a fist in. Reed. Voss. Can he get a shot away? Brayshaw.
That's careless kicking.
The Swans
Might be about to start something.
Clark clears the area.
Big tackle laid. It's not a fair fight.
Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. He's wrapped up. He's everywhere at the moment. Foot race on. Who can get there first? Out wide with the kick. Clark. They just keep kicking it back to him. The Dockers are playing some great footy.
That's a shocker.
Mistakes are perfectly acceptable, except for the ones made under no pressure.
He's struggled to make an impact to this point. Rampy can keep it moving.
What's he got on offer?
They desperately need a goal. Clark with the intercept mark. Good hands. McDonald is dangerous when he has space. Jordan. They've bottled it up. Cox is giving him a bath. Bolton. Brayshaw. Switkowski. Careful with the kick. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. The umpire will have it. Cox.
This is getting monotonous.
Out of the congestion. He just dropped it. McInerney affects the turnover. Rowbottom. Amati. He's so good in close. Heaney.
He's been industrious.
Hapley is the target and he marks.
Normally a reliable kick. Can he make this one count?
He's kicked it like an arrow.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
Can they get that scoreboard looking a bit more respectable? Cox got his palm to it. Navigated the traffic. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. And we will do it all again. He's set upon. Cox is teaching him a lesson. Erasmus showing real strength. Sarong. Warner gets his kick despite the heat. Wicks making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Reed absorbs the pressure.
That can only be holding the ball.
Took too long there and coughs up what could have been a shot on goal.
Good work rate. What can they generate? It must be his birthday.
He'll drive them inside 50 yet again. No easy exit.
They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. Jackson
Continues to have his way.
Warner under pressure, runs towards goal and slams it through for a six-pointer.
They're queuing up for goals now. This is a rout.
Normal service has resumed.
Jackson,
It's a masterclass in ruck work.
Brayshaw. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. Jackson palms it down. Brayshaw, he's been busy so far. Cox kicks laterally. McVie only knows one way.
The Swans might be better served with a more defensive midfield strategy given the dominance of the opposing ruck.
Grundy with a deft tap. Sarong.
That's commitment to the cause.
Great tackling technique there. Grundy with a deft tap. Warner. McInerney. They've put themselves under pressure. Cox. The Swans
Continue to be second to the ball.
It's a bit of a stoppage fest at present.
The Swans are struggling to provide their forwards with quality supply. It might be time to shuffle the magnets a bit.
Brayshaw, McVie in some space on the wing.
He's hit up the lead. Frederick in the clear. Switkowski manages to get off a handball. Johnson squeezes the kick. The Dockers
Moving the ball well.
Can he impose himself on the match? McCartan, he ran into a brick wall. Roberts, all on his own, and they're away. Sheldrick has found some space. He's been quiet. They've opened them up here. Doesn't often waste it. Jordan makes position. Clever kick. McInerney working hard and being rewarded. Goes long. Cox.
We've seen that before.
A chance to clear now. McInerney reads the ball so well. Takes the short option. Not good footy there. Can he find a teammate?
Time to turn on the Jets.
Look at the space he's got to work with. Reed on a lead. The kick is precise. Throws it on the boot. That's poor play. Closed him down. The umpire whistles for a ball up.
They might as well not have a ruck.
They've got good chemistry, those two. Johnson, Sarong, Brayshaw gets a kick away. Frederick drops into the hole and marks.
It's a big margin, and it should get at least 6 points bigger.
He goes with the banana, and he's kicked it beautifully.
He managed to find some space, and he was never going to have a problem converting from there.
The Dockers
Go on their merry way.
Grundy showing his skills. McInerney hacking it forward. Anyone's ball. He's had little impact so far. Which way will it bounce?
I felt that one from here.
The umpire says he had no prior. Cox
Just for something different.
Sarong delivers it inside 50. Tracy.
They're fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. Some good tackles are being laid. Both sides are hard at it.
Grundy looking for territory. Rowbottom.
He's been set a task.
The Dockers are really on top in the clearances at the moment. If that continues, this match is only going to go one way.
Grundy with the tap.
Like Batman and Robin.
Rowbottom. McDonald. Can he hit a target? Jordan. He'll be sore in the morning. They're going nowhere, and we'll have a stoppage near the centre.
Same old, same old.
That's a bruising tackle. Roberts in the centre square. The Swans
They've been out of sorts.
manages to find a teammate. Heads for the pocket. Cox goes without it. Under pressure. Curnow running in support. Bice runs in and bangs it home.
Good teams need goal-kicking midfielders, and he's certainly one of those.
Can they follow that goal up with another?
Grundy wins it out of the centre. Brayshaw, Sarong. He's stopped in his tracks. We've got a whistle. Umpire's ball. Grundy showing his skills. Warner, Sarong. Quick kick towards centre half forward. Cox showing some desperation.
Oh no, he'll want to dig himself a hole after that.
It's hard to find a winner for them today. Curnow, that's not going to work.
The sprint is on.
Rowbottom.
This will be coming back. It's out on the full.
Should have done a lot better there.
Thumped away.
And a moment for the players to catch their breath.
The Dockers are playing a great brand of footy. They're getting the ball inside 50 consistently and reaping the rewards for it.
Cox, he is simply too good. Johnson, what a hand pass. Sarong, Erasmus, that's unusual. Heaney. Takes a bounce. In he goes.
He's got another one.
He's exerting a huge influence over this match. 1 minute he's winning a clearance, the next he's kicking a goal. His work ethic is enormous.
Still a way to go to restore some pride. Cox has had his measure today. Sarong will have a ball up as we approach half-time. Cox,
He's worth his weight in gold.
Brayshaw, Sarong. He's lost possession. Was that a throw? Bolton. Can't afford to give it back in the corridor. Warner, Sarong. Defence 101 there. Curnow. It's a tough game. Hasn't seen a lot of it in no man's land. Neat little stab kick. Frederick with a chance to run. That'll work. Johnson stripped of it. Kicks to space. Quality delivery by foot. The Swans having a purple patch. Cox, and they're out of trouble. Sarong read that one right off the boot. Rowbottom.
When one tackle just won't do. They're tackling with venom today.
Grundy with the tap. Sheldrick runs onto it. Warner, the Swans are good with their hands. Grundy, he's caught. Momentum has changed colours. Bice does the crumbing. It's a hot footy.
No way through there, and they'll reset.
Grundy with a deft tap. Sheldrick, Jordan. Heads in towards goal, and the kick is true. Great play.
That set play worked a treat, but at the same time, opponents were generous in allowing it.
That might make them feel a bit better. It's been a woeful performance. Grundy wins it out of the centre. Rowbottom reads the tap well. Warner swoops. That's a useful ball. Mills outbodied his opponent and took a ripper.
He continues to reel in contested marks, and it's not just physical strength. He judges the ball in flight so well.
This would be a timely goal. The kick's a bit wonky, too wonky. It's a behind.
Gee, he'd be disappointed with that, but he'll back himself to make amends if he gets a chance.
It's being played in one half of the ground at the moment. Erasmus. They're playing with purpose and poise. Switkowski. Brayshaw with time. Reed. Panicked under pressure. Who's front and centre? Rampy fighting hard. Wicks getting involved. Erasmus wins it back. Great mark. Clark. Neat little worm burner. Brayshaw has brought his own ball. Switkowski. Cox farms it out. Reed. He's been kicking well today. Can he get another one? Not this time. He's hit the post.
That passage of play deserved a better finish.
The Swans have been consigned to a face-saving exercise. Brayshaw, he can make them pay royally.
The Dockers with a late chance.
Brayshaw, what a game he's having. He can make it even better, and he does.
There's not much this guy can't do, and he's right in the thick of this contest, as he almost always is.
The Swans checked out of this one a long while ago, if we're honest. Cox with the tap. They have a good understanding, those two. Switkowski gathers in the centre square. Bolton, Brayshaw, Johnson. He doesn't miss many of these, and he hasn't missed that one.
He's all class in front of the sticks. That's a great finish.
The Dockers with the past 2 goals. Amati, the winner there. Warner, got to get it forward now. Honours the lead. What's he got on offer? Tidy ball. No mark. Heaney. Snap it goal. Good looking kick. It's home.
They've been on the wrong side of average for most of the game, but that was a classy passage of play.
The Dockers by 70. Cox wins it down. Brayshaw. Half-time, and I think we're all stunned after that. One team is playing terrific football, and the other, well, they just haven't got going at all. Let's head down to Gary Lyon on the boundary.
I remember the days when coaches would rip into the players for playing like that.
Cox wins the hit out. Brayshaw. Bolton manages to get off a handball. Johnson. Cox dishes it off. Erasmus puts the foot down and away he goes.
That's got to be a free kick. Took them on and didn't dispose of it correctly.
Took too long there and coughs up what could have been a shot on goal.
Warner.
They have absolutely spifflicated him. The umpire says you had prior opportunity.
Nothing wrong with ambition, but you've got to know your limits.
He will surely make this count.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
Sheldrick.
He's been off the boil so far, but that'll make him feel better.
Well, if you give him room inside 50, you'll pay more often than not.
The Dockers by 64. Amati with the tap. Warner, Rowbottom. Terrific tackle. Great tackling technique there. Cox
Could do this with his eyes closed.
Warner. No one can mark. Heaney stripped of the footy. McCartan.
Not on my watch, he says.
The Dockers
Are defending grimly.
The Dockers are getting the ball inside 50 more. It's no wonder they're winning the match comfortably.
Bolton absorbing the pressure. Voss working hard and presenting well. We're watching a very good side here. They're playing like champions.
They've got a problem now.
You'd like to be leading out of full forward to some of these midfielders. They are white hot today.
Struck it well. No problems there.
He managed to find some space in a dangerous position and made them pay for their loose checking.
The Swans will want to put the tape and the stat sheet straight in the bin.
We thought this would be a good duel in the ruck.
Brayshaw under pressure. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. Amati.
He's been beaten, but he had a win there.
Rowbottom. Bice. Sarong.
Taken to ground.
The Swans are just not getting the ball inside 50 enough. There's not much the forwards can do.
Cox has rucked tirelessly. Brayshaw. McVie. He's wrapped up. Throws it on the boot. Blakey drops into the hole and cuts that one off. Normally delivers. Johnson takes an excellent grab. Clever kick. Edwards wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Kicks laterally. Rowbottom comes steaming through. Can he find a teammate? Brayshaw cuts them off yet again. Gives it everything. Punched away. Switkowski steadies, fires, bullseye!
The Swans have fallen apart at the seams. I think they came in genuinely hopeful of a good showing, but they are well short of the mark, in truth.
The Dockers are having a lot of the play and making it count too. Brayshaw. Frederick, he put himself in the line of fire. Cox in the centre square. That's great footy. They've got them on the overlap. Voss got to the right position and hung on.
They're giving them a smashing in the middle and providing the forward with high-class service, and the forwards are making the most of it.
He's the right man to have it, and he's delivered.
The Dockers are going from strength to strength. Everything they touch turns to gold.
The Dockers are playing supreme footy at the moment. Can they keep it going? Cox.
It's a masterclass in ruck work.
Sheldrick. This will be their first entry for a while. Cox.
They must be sick of the sight of that.
Chapman. Pearce runs onto it and can relieve the pressure. The Dockers have winners everywhere. They're bloodthirsty today. Voss. Approaching the 50. Reed made the footy his. Wagner, Amos, Voss. This will be touch and go. It's fallen short. Goes laterally. Good thinking and good execution too. Can he hit a target? The kick was centimetre perfect. He's been quiet. The Swans moving the ball well. He might have thought about the corridor. Reed clears the area. Clark, he's lost it. Lloyd, Rowbottom, in the right spot. Chips to half-back. It's loose inside the 50. Couldn't burst through. Edwards just shoveled it out. Mills,
I felt that one from here.
no free kick, and they've got a stoppage in a dangerous position. Cox, just for something different. He shouldn't have any trouble, and he doesn't.
A midfielder who consistently hits the scoreboard is a real valuable commodity in modern footy.
The Swans are having one of those days. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. Johnson competing fiercely. That's well played. The Dockers continue to do as they wish. This is good ball movement. Voss drops into the hole and marks. Switkowski is in a better position.
Straight in front, should not miss.
Through it goes, and they extend the lead.
Some of these defenders are getting caught out because they're unsure of when they should be staying on their opponent and when they should be peeling off. They're totally disorganised.
The Dockers with 5 on the bounce and playing irresistible footy. Cox is teaching him a lesson. He couldn't get his fist or foot to it.
It's a bad feeling when you know you've been done cold.
I've liked his game today. That's symptomatic of their malaise. Can he impose himself on the match? Not sure what the idea was there. Chapman spoils Cox, and they're out of trouble. Sees an opportunity and plays on. Conservative ball movement, just biding their time. Good disciplined defence. He's been accosted. Scrounges a kick. Pearce couldn't get an effective disposal. How did he get rid of it? Illegally, says the ump.
He bit off more than he could chew there.
McInerney marks and should goal.
To kick the easiest of goals.
They've been deadly in front of the sticks, but that's a miss.
Just as well, the result is already assured.
Looking for a quick transition. Cox with a chance to relieve the pressure. Erasmus all on his own. They're leading them a merry dance. Chapman has found some space. Good work rate. Ryan managed to get out despite the tackle. Erasmus, the Swans are chasing tail. Reed, dangerous to leave on his own. Time for the Crummers to go to work. Malikan, he just dropped it. They're just about doing as they please. And there's another one.
Defence isn't just the thing that keeps the neighbour's dog out. This team's got a few too many downhill skiers for my liking.
The Dockers have winners everywhere and are basically doing as they please. Brayshaw leading from the front. Big shove there, has to be a free. Searching kick. Edwards making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Johnson desperate to win it back. Frederick. That is going very close. It's a goal.
200 points. What a display of attacking footy this is.
The Swans need to pull their finger out. They've been poor. Cox continues to have his way. Good ruck work and good roving too. Brayshaw gets the kick away in no man's land. Rowbottom relishing the contest. The Dockers won't mind this. They've smashed them in the clearances. Cox, he's worth his weight in gold. Brayshaw. He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle. Cox, he is simply too good. Brayshaw, Roberts reads the play so well. Sarong, McInerney, McVee took him high. Inside 50 with the kick. That's wasteful. It's a dominant display. Bolton has a vice-like grip. They're playing with purpose and poise. Reed, Switkowski, Amos with a chance to send it forward. McCartan is there to thwart that play. Who's front and centre? Warner has brought his own ball.
They cannot keep him quiet.
That's a bit of a waste. He's hit up the lead. Reed working hard and being rewarded. Feeling the heat. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. McCartan, Curnow,
Big tackle laid. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. They might as well not have a ruck.
that has to hurt. Cox, Erasmus, Johnson. The Swans have won it back.
It's not a fair fight.
We've got another stoppage. Cox.
This is getting monotonous.
Brayshaw. Bounced straight off his chest. That's poor play. Sarong. McInerney. Crunching tackle.
They're tackling with venom today.
Cox.
It's been a mighty performance.
Bolton. Johnson. The kick is precise. Good vision there. Well done. Knew where the help was. Cox getting involved. Erasmus. He's set upon. No prior, and we'll have a ball up. Cox punches it out of the ruck. Brayshaw. Bolton running in support. Roberts normally delivers. Who can run onto this and pump it forward? He didn't break stride. Pearce is proving very difficult to pass. That's good vision. Wagner pushes into space and receives the footy. Brayshaw can keep it moving, ignoring the corridor for now. Honours the lead. Well played. Brayshaw receives a clever hand pass. They've got winners all over the park. Grundy says thank you very much. Neat little worm burner. Roberts was afforded latitude. Edwards with a chance to run. Heaney takes a beauty. Can he find a teammate? Rowbottom. This is much better. Wicks on a lead. They've got them on the overlap. Clark tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Sheldrick runs towards goal and slams it through for a six-pointer.
They had to be patient, but they were able to pick their way through and eventually score.
The Dockers
By 99.
Grundy,
A rare win.
McInerney, Heaney, Johnson got a fist in. The Swans continue to be second to the ball. Foot race on. Who can get there first? Bolton.
Time to turn on the Jets.
Sarong affects the turnover. Attracted a crowd. Was that a legitimate attempt to get it out? The ump gives him the benefit of the doubt. Grundy showing his skills. Sheldrick. Hapley wins a hard ball. It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. We will do it all again. Grundy got his palm to it. Sarong gets his kick despite the heat. Who's got the wheels? He's drawn a crowd. Something has to give soon.
The Swans have been enormously disappointing. I don't think the coach has any answers from what I can see.
Sheldrick, Rowbottom, runs onto it.
The Dockers are really on top in the clearances at the moment. That continues. This match is only going to go one way.
Same old, same old.
They've put themselves under pressure. Jordan, caught, dropped it like a hot potato. Sheldrick, hunting the footy. He's got it.
They've got to limit his space. He's just reminded us all how dangerous he is when he gets loose.
The Swans with two on the bounce. Grundy with the tap. McInerney, he's been a shining light. Wasn't a great kick. They've turned it over. The fans will be happy to see this. No way through there, and they'll reset. Jackson is giving him a bath. Bolton, he'll be sore in the morning. It's a bit of a stoppage fest at present.
The Swans have a quality attacking midfield, but I don't think they run quite as hard in defensive transition, and they've been found out today.
Sarong, Wicks is racking up spoils. Reed, anyone's ball. Sarong, good handball. It's a tough game. Wicks runs onto it. Hasn't seen a lot of it. Sheldrick. What's he got on offer? Must get this out. Lloyd gathers in the centre square. Bice gathers on the half volley. Sheldrick drives it inside the forward 50.
The sprint is on. The kick was under pressure, so the umpire shows some leniency.
The Dockers are getting the ball inside 50 more. It's no wonder they're winning the match comfortably.
Jackson has been dominant in the ruck. Brayshaw, solid tackle. The umpire will have it. Jackson
Could do this with his eyes closed.
Warner leads his opponent.
One behind only.
Perhaps he should have looked to lay that one off. He'd miss more of those and he'd kick.
The ball's been living at one end. Reed, he's got support. Clark, what can they build here? Pearce, tidy ball. Reed, he doesn't waste many. Quality delivery by foot. They're toying with them now.
It's amounted to nothing. When one tackle just won't do, it would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that.
Jackson,
It's a masterclass in ruck work.
Brayshaw, stripped of it. Had some assistance. Sarong lines them up, makes good contact and puts it through.
Normal service has resumed.
The Swans will be burning the tape of this match. Jackson, just for something different. Brayshaw, in a hurry, drives it inside the forward 50. Bice, he's wrapped up. Some indirect ball movement here. McCartan, can he hit a target? Bice, with a chance to relieve the pressure. The Dockers, guarding the corridor. Jordan has time and space. Rowbottom, Bice. He's normally good on his non-preferred. Lloyd.
They have absolutely spifflicated him.
That was a brilliant tackle. Oh, they're hitting in hard. Cox slaps it out. Brayshaw, errant handball and they've turned it over. Throws it on the boot. Ryan, he's lost it. McDonald pounces. Warner. Papley cannot be deterred.
They're fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal.
Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. Warner needs a good kick. It looks a good kick. Is it there?
Oh, it was a decent effort.
That's a rare miss. They've been deadly accurate today.
Ryan with the footy. Switkowski collects the half volley. Pearce, what can he do with it? Brayshaw.
Taking out some frustration, possibly.
Amos. Amati is calm in a crisis. Roberts had his name written all over it. Rowbottom, all on his own. Playing for pride now. Thumped away. Ryan couldn't burst through. Roberts, Jordan, Amati, McDonald. Wants to take the game on. Warner, he'll work all day. Wagner gets back and should repel. Clark, one step ahead. The umpire whistles for a ball up. Cox is teaching him a lesson. Brayshaw. Neither side able to clear the footy. Cox has rucked tirelessly. Sarong. Voss gets to the front spot. What's he got on offer? Searching kick. Time for the Crummers to go to work. The Swans under great pressure. He's besieged. He's been run down like a wildebeest.
Not sure there was much prior opportunity there. Relatively straightforward kick, but that's easy to say from here.
Tracy, they still haven't woken up to him, and he gets another.
Even Bradman had to work harder for a double ton than this.
Everything they've touched has turned to gold today. Amati wins it out of the centre. I'm not sure he wanted it. Can he impose himself on the match? Bouncing ball, met solidly, and we will do it all again. Cox got his palm to it. Brayshaw can't keep hold of it. Wicks didn't need to be asked twice. Bice only knows one way. Edwards. Brayshaw wins it back. He's everywhere at the moment. He's hit up the lead. Erasmus. They're building something dangerous here. Almost threw it out. Ryan. Brayshaw. Malikan showing why he's such a good defender. Well-weighted kick. Wagner runs onto it. You have to be tough to play this game. The umpire says he had no prior. Jackson.
He's worth his weight in gold.
Bolton. Brayshaw. Sarong. Got the handball away. Switkowski needs to be quick. It's no place for the faint-hearted.
That's commitment to the cause. Ball, cries the crowd, and the umpire agrees.
Great pressure there and gets the reward.
Jackson with the intercept mark. They're leading them a merry dance. Rampy will keep coming. McInerney working hard and being rewarded. Good kick. Sarong went bang.
Taken to ground.
They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. Jackson with the tap. Sarong gathers it cleanly on the wing. Wagner. Warner desperate to win it back. Blakey
Under the gun.
We've got another stoppage. Good ruck work. Rowbottom. Grundy. How will the umpire see this? Cops some unwanted attention.
They want ball, but they're not going to get it.
Punch clear. Brayshaw knew where the help was. Out wide with the kick. That's an uncharacteristic mistake. Jackson. Warner with time. Kicks inside the forward 50. One of the few times they've missed the target. Probing ball. Lloyd has charged into space. Chips to halfback. Mills. Just waiting for the right moment to press go. McInerney.
The Swans are struggling to provide their forwards with quality supply. It might be time to shuffle the magnets a bit.
Jackson.
Continues to have his way.
McInerney. Rowbottom. Grundy. Ball spills free in the tackle.
It's not a fair fight. Stoppage coming up on the wing.
Grundy.
He's been beaten, but he had a win there.
McInerney. Rowbottom. Sarong needs a good decision. The kick was centimetre perfect. This is promising. Can he find a teammate? Cox
is proving hard to pass.
McCartan spills out in the tackle. Takes the short option. The Dockers have winners everywhere. The Swans have no answers. Wagner
Pushes into space and receives the footy.
honours the lead. They're running rings around them. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Erasmus. Jackson got to the right position and hung on.
What's he got on offer?
It's a dominant display. Mills.
With another spoil. He's put it through.
The Swans are a disorganised rabble at the moment.
The Swans
Are having a nightmare.
Jackson.
He is simply too good.
Sarong.
He's suddenly a popular man.
No one able to clear the footy, so we'll have another ball up. Jackson.
This is getting monotonous.
Bolton.
Is there. Time to turn on the Jets.
Edwards. They're playing for keeps. Just shoveled it out. Jordan. McInerney. They need to hit the scoreboard here. Wicks. Sarong. Can he get a shot away? How's the kick? Nothing wrong with that.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
That goal had about as much impact as dipping a sponge in a lake.
Amati.
A rare win.
Warner. Rowbottom. That's good work rate. Inside 50 with the kick. Who's front and centre? Wicks will take some stopping. McInerney. This will be touch and go. It's there!
It hasn't been much of a day for them, but that was a delightful passage of play.
Can they get that scoreboard looking a bit more respectable? Jackson wins it out of the centre. Sarong. They've put themselves under pressure. A good kick here and they'll be in business. McCartan onto the non-preferred. They've given it back. That's a dreadful hand pass. Somehow released the ball. Rowbottom. Jordan. His hand passing is a weapon. Heaney. Ryan gives away a free for a high tackle.
A question of accuracy, and he should be able to answer in the affirmative.
Hasn't got hold of that one. It'll be a behind.
I just wonder how many more chances like that they're going to get.
Clark with the footy. Cox works hard to present. Tidy ball. Good work rate. Brayshaw. He just keeps racking up disposals. Pearce read it well and claims the mark. Jackson on a lead. Clever kick. Punched away. Amati had some assistance. McCartan. Loy getting involved. Rowbottom. Dangerous to leave on his own. Heaney. This is a big opportunity. What's he got on offer? Playing for pride now. Brayshaw. Spoils. Wicks. He's kicked a goal.
It might be time for an extra number in defence just to help stop their momentum and stabilise the situation.
It's been an impressive response, but you can't help wondering where this intensity was earlier in the match.
Brayshaw out of the congestion. That's sloppy play. McInerney leads his opponent. The Dockers have won it back. Anyone's ball. Solid tackle. Kicks to space. Amati. It's a tough game.
If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. He'd have paid it to himself.
Hasn't seen a lot of it. Well played. Warner.
They cannot keep him quiet.
Ryan is proving very difficult to pass. Doesn't often waste it. A spell on the pine might be warranted after that. The defence is disorganised. Cox hunting the footy. Just had to get it out. Chapman scrounges a kick. Pearce charges onto it. Does well under pressure. We're watching a very good side here. Brayshaw plays on. Warner. Who can run onto this and pump it forward? He's been dispossessed. Warner. Their ball movement has been impressive. Reed on centre wing is marked. Edwards will bail his team out again. Roberts is hard to beat one-on-one. Warner can keep it moving. Searching kick. Bolton got a fist in. You can't question his commitment. Ryan has eyes only for the footy. Chapman. Quality delivery by foot. Ignoring the corridor for now. Johnson. The Swans can't win the ball back. Frederick marks on centre wing. Switkowski. They've worked it well. Throws it on the boot. Brayshaw. Cox gets the kick away. That's a bit of a waste. Can he impose himself on the match? Manages to find a teammate.
I've liked his game today.
Chapman.
We've seen that before.
Clean pickup. They have absolutely spifflicated him. Umpire's ball as we near three-quarter time. Amati wins it down. Wagner. Johnson squeezes the kick. Voss with a chance to run. The Dockers look well drilled. Frederick has found some space. Switkowski running in support. They've picked their way through. Rampy, dangerous place to lose it.
The Swans are at risk of being charged with impersonating an AFL team. Let's see if they can do a more convincing job in the last term. Gary's back. What's caught your eye, Gaz?
The Dockers have done this easily despite only having a slight edge in...
Jackson showing his skills. Had to get it out. In no man's land. It's not been his day, that's for sure. Heaney cannot be deterred. Drop punt and he has put it away.
They've got to limit his space. He's just reminded us all how dangerous he is when he gets loose.
That might make them feel a bit better. It's been a woeful performance. Jackson
Is teaching him a lesson.
who's at home. Needed to be clean and wasn't.
He's been accosted. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out.
Jackson,
Has had his measure today.
Johnson,
Big tackle laid.
The Dockers are getting the ball inside 50 more. It's no wonder they're winning the match comfortably.
Amati gets his hand to it. Has to be clean. Wagner,
What can he do with it?
Bice. He put himself in the line of fire. Mills doesn't want to turn it over there.
The Dockers are playing a great brand of footy. They're getting the ball inside 50 consistently and reaping the rewards for it.
Jackson palms it down. Brayshaw should kick it. He does.
He's exerting a huge influence over this match. 1 minute he's winning a clearance, the next he's kicking a goal. His work ethic is enormous.
Normal service has resumed. They might as well not have a ruck.
Farms it out. Wagner, careful ball movement. Alarm bells are ringing. Picking their way through. Mills making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Frederick, Tracy.
He's got another one.
Even Bradman had to work harder for a double ton than this.
The Dockers have been magnificent, but they haven't had much opposition, to be fair. Brayshaw,
A quick getaway wasn't possible.
could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. Jackson is giving him a bath. Feeling the heat. He's everywhere at the moment. Pearce, a bit of a panicked handball. Warner,
He's been a shining light.
he's having a day out. That's a waste. He's generally a good kick. Johnson has found some space. They're a pleasure to watch. Switkowski. They're playing with purpose and poise. Reed working hard and presenting well. Cox. The Dockers have winners everywhere. Takes the logical option. Clark receives a clever hand pass. Reed, lace out. Great footy.
He's been striking them well. This shouldn't present any problems.
He's split the middle.
We've got no answers for him. He's too big, too strong, too good.
The Dockers go on their merry way. Jackson
Could do this with his eyes closed.
Johnson, Amati
Runs onto it.
stripped of the footy. Bolton, can they get themselves a consolation prize? Looking to get it down there quickly. Good disciplined defence. Pearce,
He'll feel that one.
that's not coming out, and it'll be the umpire's ball deep inside 50. Jackson
Continues to have his way.
Bolton, he's gone. He'll be sore in the morning. Roberts strolls in and kicks the easiest of goals.
The Swans have been very soundly beaten, but they'll at least look to finish strongly.
This has been a real smashing. Can they paper over a few cracks?
Jackson,
It's a masterclass in ruck work.
Brayshaw, great tackling technique there. Jackson wins the tap. Brayshaw, so influential today. Tracy is so strong one-on-one.
The Dockers continue to display a greater work ethic than their opponents despite having the game parcelled up.
There aren't many who can say they've kicked 10 in a match. He's one of them.
The domination continues. There's nothing they can do. He has absolutely destroyed them today.
The scoreboard's about to fall over. It's so lopsided. Jackson,
He's worth his weight in gold.
Brayshaw. Johnson takes the hand pass. Wagner. The Dockers continue to do as they wish. Malikan tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Jackson. They just keep kicking it back to him. Reed has gone off the chain.
Well, just about everything else has worked for them today, so why not this too?
It's on the way. Good-looking kick. He's dobbed it.
Anything seems possible for them today. They are having a day out.
The Swans will want to put the tape and the stat sheet straight in the bin. Cox wins the tap. Bolton just shoveled it out. Can they keep the footy this time? Jordan, he's drawn a crowd. And we will do it all again. Grundy got his palm to it. Rowbottom. Heaney had some assistance. He might have thought about hand passing. Jordan cops some unwanted attention.
The Swans have been absolutely hammered. Precious little's work for them today.
Cox, he's turned in one of the great ruck performances. They've got winners all over the park. Gee, they're playing well. They've opened them up here.
Johnson, the Dockers, looking ominous.
Punch that like he meant it. That's commitment to the cause. They're still cracking in hard deep into this match. Cox, it's been a mighty performance.
Wagner, Brayshaw. Vice is calm in a crisis. Even with the game well won, their pressure is still elite. Cox has been dominant in the ruck. Bolton, Wagner, the Swans continue to be second to the ball. There'll be a few feeling sore after this match.
The Swans have a quality attacking midfield, but I don't think they run quite as hard in defensive transition, and they've been found out today.
Throws it on the boot, and that's a goal.
41!
The Dockers are absolutely airborne at the moment. Grundy gets his hand to it. Terrific tackle.
He's been industrious.
Centre square, loose ball. Blakey, he's hit up the lead.
What's he got on offer?
Searching kick. Frederick,
They must be sick of the sight of that.
Cox. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite.
Time to turn on the Jets.
They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. Frederick, he's stopped in his tracks.
Attracted a crowd. No leniency from the umpire there.
It's a hot footy today.
Poor disposal keeps letting them down. Tidy ball.
Good work rate.
Golden opportunity here.
4 straight so far today, and kicking beautifully.
Heads towards goal, but the kick is astray. A minor score.
It's almost a shock that they've missed one. They've been so efficient.
Taking no risks with the kick in. What can they muster from the back half? That's a useful ball. The Swans are out of trouble. The Dockers have denied them the corridor.
Lloyd, it's not a fair fight. They've got the game won, but they're refusing to let up.
Cox has rucked tirelessly. It's no place for the faint-hearted.
It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that.
Cox showing his skills. Bolton leading from the front.
The fans will be happy to see this.
The game might be over as a contest, but there's still plenty of intensity. Cox, he is simply too good. He's lost it. McCartan gets there first. Warner, McInerney. It's a hot footy. Kicks to space. Jordan comes steaming through. Playing for pride now. Clark is proving very difficult to pass. Doesn't often waste it. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Roses got right on his back. That's a free. He's had little impact so far. Clark is proving hard to pass. Cox, McCartan with a steal. Rowbottom, great body work.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
He's a good set shot. And he's buried that one.
A midfielder who consistently hits the scoreboard is a real valuable commodity in modern footy.
As if to let us know that they are in fact still here. Same old, same old.
Bolton, can he get a kick away? Cox.
Must be incorrect disposal. It is.
Not sure there was much prior opportunity there.
That's well played. Probing ball. Cox.
Is racking up spoils.
He doesn't waste many. Good thinking and good execution too. Switkowski, all on his own. Frederick, dangerous to leave on his own.
What's he got on offer?
Picking their way through. No one can mark. Tracy.
You have to be tough to play this game. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly.
Cox wins the tap. Brayshaw. It's a desperate tackle. We've got another stoppage. Cox.
Just for something different. They cannot keep him quiet.
McVee leading by example. He's wrapped up.
If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken.
The Swans would improve their chances if they could hit the target more often. Their disposals left a fair bit to be desired.
Johnson. Cox under pressure. Foot race on. Who can get there first? Thought his way through it.
The kick was centimetre perfect.
Sarong. Good tackle.
Just had to get it out.
Heaney. Not a lot of positives today. Anyone's ball. McInerney. He ran into a brick wall. Concedes ground. Met solidly. Johnson.
He's been accosted.
Throws it on the boot. Normally delivers. Wicks on a lead. Looking to peg one back. Sarong has found some space. Recognising the urgency. Punched away. Lloyd. Desperate defence.
When one tackle just won't do.
The umpire whistles for a ball up.
They might as well not have a run.
Bolton. Good handball. Cox.
He's gone. He had plenty of time.
I don't know about that. I think the meter was charged.
He'll pump them into attack yet again.
Heaney has it. He's been a rare shining light for them today.
Relatively straightforward kick, but that's easy to say from here.
This should be a goal. No problem.
The pace and skill with which they're moving the footy is enabling them to hit the scoreboard regularly.
Still a way to go to restore some pride. Cox showing his skills. He just keeps racking up disposals. Who's front and centre?
Bouncing ball.
That's not ideal. Unable to complete the mark. Can't afford to give it back in the corridor. Reed appreciates that delivery. Defence 101 there.
Important tackle. He was just about through otherwise.
No free kick and they've got a stoppage in a dangerous position. Cox has had his measure today. Tracy, into the pocket he goes. Misses the target and it's out of play.
The Dockers have been so impressive today. This will give them huge belief.
Cox got his palm to it. Sarong.
Switkowski is the man on the spot and he's marked.
They're still hungry. Even with the game put to bed, that's a sign of a very good team.
Struck it well. No problems there.
He hasn't missed one yet. He hasn't looked like missing. What a game he's having.
The Dockers, in this form, would challenge anybody. Cox is giving him a bath. Navigated the traffic. Erasmus. Brayshaw. Sarong. Tries a safe ball. Lace out. Great footy.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
Kicks it goal, and that's travelling straight over the goal umpire's hat.
43!
We didn't expect this today, and you wonder how much bigger the margin might get.
Brayshaw, a bit of a panicked handball. You can't question his commitment. Johnson, the Swans have won it back. Squeezes the kick. Cox fumbles it. Jordan marks. Will he go the bomb? They desperately need a goal. Roses will finish off a tremendous passage of play.
He couldn't believe his luck finding that much space inside the forward 50.
They like it behind the goals. He's got it.
The Swans are obviously not going to win this game, but they've still got to strive to get something out of it.
Maybe that can get them back into this match. Just kidding.
Jackson is teaching him a lesson. They have a good understanding, those two. Wagner, Sarong, Erasmus. They're playing with purpose and poise. Well played. Can he find a teammate? Melican with a terrific mark deep in defence. Mills with a chance to relieve the pressure.
That's a well-placed kick.
Roberts gets to the front spot. Slowing it down. Jordan makes position. Roberts, whatever he's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. Warner, he makes it look easy. What's he got on offer? Lloyd plucks another contested mark. Just has to hit a target. Curnow, this is good footy. He's having a dirty day. Ryan, it's a tough game.
He seemed completely unaware of the company he had.
Holding the ball right in front of goal, that's going to hurt. From point blank range.
Two in a row.
They've been on the wrong side of average for most of the game, but that was a classy passage of play.
The Swans with two on the bounce. Grundy wins the hit out. McInerney got to get it forward now. He's under close attention.
There might have been an argument for a free kick there.
Grundy palms it down. Rowbottom. Clark making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Erasmus hasn't seen a lot of it. Edwards makes good contact. Amos, Frederick, Bice showing some desperation. The defence is disorganised. Jackson leans back and drills it.
44!
The Swans, a shot. What a debacle it's been. Grundy looking for territory. McInerney, Rowbottom, displaying great endeavour. We've got a whistle, umpire's ball. Jackson,
It's been a mighty performance.
gets a kick away. Bice in the centre square. Can they keep the footy this time? McVie takes an excellent grab. Doesn't often waste it. It's come unstuck. Playing for pride now. Jackson wins it back. Great mark. Good kick. He's everywhere at the moment. Voss, he's got support. Clark, Erasmus. The Swans continue to be second to the ball. They're still cracking in hard deep into this match. Jackson,
He's worth his weight in gold.
Bolton just shoveled it out. That was almost handed to him. Feeling the heat.
They want ball, but they're not going to get it.
Grundy,
He's been beaten, but he had a win there. I've liked his game today.
quality delivery by foot. McInerney presents in space. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Lloyd marks on centre wing. Rowbottom hunting the footy. He hasn't stopped working all day, and that's just reward. Well played.
That's why they want the ball in his hands.
Can they follow that goal up with another?
Jackson,
Continues to have his way.
Bolton, this is promising.
They cannot keep him quiet.
Ryan, there goes the kick inside the 50. Melican thwarts them again. It's hard to find a winner for them today. Jackson got a fist in. Cops some unwanted attention. The umpire will have it. Grundy,
A rare win.
They've got good chemistry, those two. McInerney runs onto it. Jordan, Roberts, Grundy, Warner. Knew where the help was. Sarong in the right spot. What can they build here? Rosas lays it off. McInerney gets his kick despite the heat. Erasmus gathers. He doesn't waste many. They've put themselves under pressure. Looking for two in a row. No wonder the forwards are frustrated. Wagner with a chance to run. Good thinking and good execution too. They're a pleasure to watch. Tidy ball. Honours the lead. Can he hit a target? They've got a problem now. Bangs it long. Wicks spoils. Reed. He's not going to waste an opportunity like that.
The Swans are plumbing the depths of incompetence today.
I'd like to say it couldn't get any worse for them, but it surely could. Cox has rucked tirelessly. Brayshaw, who can run onto this and pump it forward? Throws it on the boot. Erasmus gets there first. The Swans guarding the corridor. He's stopped in his tracks. Bice looking to hit up the short option. McInerney, he's generally a good kick. Thumped away. Cox, that's a useful ball. Seizes the moment. Junk times come early. Switkowski has found some space. They're moving the footy well here. Warner tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Not a lot of positives today. That was a big risk to take, and it's backfired.
He was under pressure when he kicked it, so the ump's employing a strict interpretation.
The Dockers continue to display a greater work ethic than their opponents, despite having the game parcelled up.
Snap at goal, one behind.
Not to worry, I'm sure there'll be another opportunity coming up very soon.
Blakey tasked with the kick in. He had one job and he made a meal of it.
He'd kick this more often than not.
Touch and go. Misses.
I'll back him in to make amends for that if he gets a chance. Unusual to see him miss from there.
Blakey goes short with the kick in. Warner on a lead. They need a goal, but it's at the wrong end. Bice can keep it moving. Ryan clears the area. McDonald, anyone's ball. Amos showing some pace. Cox, Brayshaw. You have to be tough to play this game. He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle. Same old, same old. Sarong, Bolton, Brayshaw, Erasmus, Cox. The Swans are chasing tail. Voss gets to the front spot and can line them up.
They're giving them a smashing in the middle and providing the forward with high-class service, and the forwards are making the most of it.
This should not be a problem, and it isn't.
They're much more potent when he's clunking marks and kicking goals.
The only competition they've got out there is each other. Cox, he's turned in one of the great ruck performances. No sign of them dropping off. Squeezes the kick. Which way will it bounce? Sarong leads his opponent. Kicks to space. Loose ball on centre wing. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. The Dockers have winners everywhere. Frederick in the clear. Good luck catching him. They're leading them a merry dance. Switkowski is hard to beat one-on-one.
He continues to reel in contested marks, and it's not just physical strength. He judges the ball in flight so well.
No problems there.
Stop it, the horse is dead already.
What a result. They'll be ecstatic about this. Cox has been dominant in the ruck. Sarong thought his way through it. Edwards gathers. Well-weighted kick. Row bottom. Working hard and presenting well. They desperately need a goal. Warner. No easy exit. Attracted a crowd. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Cox. He is simply too good. Sarong absorbing the pressure. Bolton has it on a string. Switkowski all on his own. Frederick, this is a big opportunity. Spills out in the tackle.
That's got to be a free kick. Took them on and didn't dispose of it correctly.
You've got to be quicker than that.
Slowing it down. They've opened them up here.
What's he got on offer?
Normally delivers. Ryan with another spoil. Rosas, Amati, Lloyd. This is much better. Pearce had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. Gee, they're playing well. Good-looking kick. Wagner makes position. They're a delight to watch. Switkowski working hard and being rewarded. McVie
Pushes into space and receives the footy.
in no man's land. It's a poor entry. A waste, really. Slick hands. Mills. Edwards. He's run into trouble.
They're tackling with venom today.
Jackson is giving him a bath. You can't question his commitment. This is great pressure footy. The umpire says he had no prior. Rucks go at it. Heaney, Roberts, handballs it to nobody. Warner, Grundy, playing for pride now. Can they get themselves a consolation prize? Clever kick. Cox will bail his team out again. Some indirect ball movement here. Johnson, Warner, that's good work rate. It's a dominant display. Reed, he's wrapped up. The Dockers continue to do as they wish. Closed him down. Hasn't seen a lot of it.
Time to turn on the Jets.
They're playing with purpose and poise. Sarong, dangerous to leave on his own. Switkowski has charged into space. Frederick has got loose. Sarong didn't think twice about taking the advantage. They're searching for a late goal. It's hard to defend ball movement like this.
It's all just a bit easy at the moment. They're getting the ball inside 50 under, not nearly enough pressure.
There it goes. It's looking good. That's number 11.
This is insane. 300 points in a match.
Everything they've touched has turned to gold today. Grundy gets his hand to it. McInerney, they've given it back. Johnson with time. Wagner. He'll pump them into attack yet again. We're watching a very good side here. The Dockers are playing some great footy. Rampy wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Can he find a teammate? Sarong has it. He's been a rare shining light for them today. He's hit up the lead. The Swans are out of trouble. Sarong can run and carry. Bice gets the kick away. Quality delivery by foot. That's a good option, and this looks promising. McDonald marks on centre wing.
What's he got on offer? Neat little worm burner.
Hapley presents in space. Just has to hit a target. McInerney. Great hands there.
I know he's been kicking well, but this seems like a stretch.
It's not an easy kick, but I tell you what, he's made it look easy.
Not much has gone right for them today, but that was a great passage of play.
The Swans get themselves a late consolation prize. They might as well not have a ruck. He's under close attention. Siren not far away, and I think we'll all be pretty happy to hear it. Cox, he's worth his weight in gold. Sarong, Wagner, Erasmus. The Swans continue to be second to the ball. The Dockers have put together a complete performance. No one would have touched them today. What are the main takeaways from that one, Huff?
a whomping, a hammering, an annihilation, a spifflication. Choose your adjective, I don't care. This match was incredibly dull in its predictability from a neutral's point of view. But that kind of ruthlessness and brutality will serve the winners well when they confront greater challenges.
Thanks for those insights, Half, and for your input today.
Thanks for your company. Hope to have you with us again next time for more enthralling Aussie rules action.